What's the best way to cook a person? Find out today. If you're gonna rip my goddamn lungs out and use them as hot water bottles, and I require you to be at least as pretty as her. Fat ass is gonna float you all the way to the top, right? Just jiggle it in the way you used to. Harbinger's the OG. Reapers with attitude, straight out of Dark Space. Are you serious? Deep sea fellatio, my favorite extreme sport. Could I marry my hamster?
Hilarious. Like and subscribe.
Staring me down right now. He wants bigger prey. He wants to pick on someone his own size, or rather, who has a part of him that's his own size. I don't know, maybe he was incredibly well endowed when he had a full, soft, squishy little techno-rave body, like back in the day, but I think my head is somewhat still smaller than yours. I didn't appreciate that. He took that as quite the slight. We are currently hunting an even thicker boy. That's right, fucking impossible, right? An even thicker boy than Sovereign. And going by the bodily fluid finger painting done back on Namaki, or whatever the hell it was called, it could very well be Sovereign's dad. Of Sovereign's edgier little brother, who wanted to go it alone? Strong, independent, black tentacle monster who don't need no army of Cthulhu cosplayers, I guess. Either way, we either need him friendly, or we need him dead. Been brain tickling far too many people I hold very, very dear to me. Like that guy we knew for 30 seconds, or perhaps even that girl we knew for 130 seconds. Or that entire research ship that had been brain dead for decades and didn't realize it until I informed them of just how low-hanging their balls must be after so very long. When you realize that you're accidentally kneeing yourself in the balls every single step you take, no matter what the hell you try, it's probably time to just go to your damn coffin, you dusty old prick. Only I get to be the meat puppeteer around here, little men. And I don't appreciate you jiggling around on my territory. And thus you must perish! Or, you know, become my own personal jiggle baby, gigolo, lemon and lime jello, whatever. Whatever it takes to bring down the Reapers. Even if it's some kind of fucked up combination of male prostitutes and disappointing childhood desserts. Which sums up the vast majority of my existence. Let's go, shall we? This planet was only spotted recently by human space probes. No records indicate that it's been explored since. Scans indicate it is covered in an ocean of liquid water. It is highly likely to have some photosynthetic life. Where you taking me, Leviathan? I'm so scared, he's gonna be so big! It is huge, I'm excited, and I'm also about to wet myself. In all senses of the word. But do you think Garrus gets to witness the salvation of the universe? Or do you think Jarvik deserves to see the one thing more powerful than what destroyed his entire homeland? Because that won't be an absolute kick in the fucking potentially non-existent balls in his butt wings. At least we know he's got those. Although they are made of leather. He's got flaps for the aesthetic, not for the function. They ain't practical flaps. Only Liara. Her whole life is about witnessing the ancient and discovering the unknown, and this would be perfect for her. It actually makes the least sense to bring Tali, but backwards knees, dude, we can't resist. How could I ever betray my boy?
Cortez, what's the status on the probe we launched?
Tracking it now, Commander. I've confirmed that Leviathan's signal originates from this planet. Heard how, Anne helped us locate it.
Hey, I tried to tell her no.
Spooky stuff.
Makes you wonder what we're going to find down there.
A Reaper killer. That's what Bryson's task force was calling it. Doesn't look like it wants to be found.
It doesn't have a choice. We're here.
Right, but then what? It plays pretty rough, and if it is a Reaper, I don't know that's the kind of help we want.
Nobody says we have to be friends with it. But if this thing has the rest of the Reapers worried, then we need its help.
Commander, new readings from the probe.
Probe
Narrowed
book,
down
probe
Leviathan's
book,
location.
probe book.
You're not gonna like it.
Let's hear it.
There's nothing but ocean. I show a concentration of structures floating on the surface, but the probe's giving us a signal below that. Way below.
Underwater?
Looks that way. The shuttle should still be able to reach it.
It's just a really fat Hannah! Let's go! Blasto's dad,
Kodiak
not the
is
Reapers,
expecting
not
nearly 1,000
Sovereigns.
atmospheres, but I've never actually tested that.
Guess we're gonna find out.
Status! Some kind of pulse hit us! Systems are shutting down!
Because Steve's mouth wasn't even moving! He was so angry his teeth took precedent! He needs one extra layer of defense if he's gonna survive the pulse! Oh no. Not Steve! You know what? He's weirdly high on my romance tier list if I were to ever stop romancing Tali. Which I won't.
Everyone all right?
My suit's intact. Maybe a few bruises under it.
I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing, Tali. Yeah, it was the crash. Oh God, I'm so sorry. Let me kiss your boo-boos better. Look away, Garrus. And while he's looking away, we just make more. Although maybe put down the Omni Blade. That is a little bit terrifying.
How many have been stranded here by that pulse?
The Bermuda
Could be
Triangle of
Leviathan's
fucking
last line of
space.
defense.
Cuntshins says it wasn't lightning. It was some kind of pulse. But then what does Cuntshins know? He is Cuntshins after all. Gotta earn that name somehow. All cunt, no shins.
I recognize a few of these ships, but only from historical records. They're ancient.
Oh, so when he said bloody ocean, I think this place might genuinely just be endless blood. That's nice. How many people do you think's blood have to fill up a whole fucking planet? Because I'm pretty sure I could fill up, like, a bathtub. It says artifact. Hold on. What kind of artifact?
Explains why no one gets out of here. Any idea how old these are?
At CSEC, they always said the key to decomposition was scavengers. Without them, it's quite a while.
Oh, he's not looking so... That's not even skeletal. It's just some very, very rotten meat keeping his ears nice and muffed. Shen Kunshan. Oh, so this is the captain. Okay, this is Kunshan's. Who's got double the shin, apparently. Well, actually, I think most people do. Glad you weren't too quadriplegic in the crash landing, using the Triton's weapons to try blast fishing. I haven't seen anything that looks like a fish. I wish I were an optimist. You could try frying a couple of your buddies. Who's the least useful? The one that doesn't like you? He seems pretty ripe for a chewing. Hey, if the fryer's not working, then I don't know. What's the best way to cook a person? Find out today on the channel. It blows up like a cute little balloon. I'm guessing barbecue? I've heard human meat tastes like tuna. Because there are like cannibals in Korea that are just straight up fucking celebrities now for some reason!
Company, Shepard. Must have been right behind us. Protect the shuttle!
I don't remember him shitting out an entire Reaper! What the hell is this? Maybe if I break this, it'll finally leave me alone! Or maybe I need those. It's not like I'm gonna get indoctrinated in the 5 seconds that I'm still around. So yeah, if humans taste like tuna, what's the bet? I mean, tuna steaks? What do you do with them? Grilled? Barbecue is just a grill where you taste some extra ash from everything you've been cooking before. Pure Ezo. A whole $2 grand. Wow. So glad we crash landed. This makes the world being doomed without us just so much more fucking worth it. You know what I'm gonna buy with that? At least one more fish. I won't even eat him. How long ago did Tali die? Did I give you permission, young lady? What the fuck is that? She went down so quickly. As she does. Why do you think I'm with her?
Cortez, what happened to almost there? Had a development, Commander. Fixing it now.
And what's the development? Maybe keep me updated. Oh, unless he just thinks I'm a little bit distracted by all this murder. This is what I do in my downtime, Cortez. This is a fucking holiday home for me. If I had the choice, I'd never leave. Look at all the free murder opportunities. Normally, I have to go and seek them out. Normally, I have to pay good money for this. Holy shit. I didn't realize we could one-shot a brute quite so easily. Why were you up in the first place? I don't need you doing that, Steve. I'm amazed that the Pulse didn't rip us in 8,000 tiny little baby scraps. They brought down a cruiser, and my little taxi is able to get back up in the air in 5 seconds.
I need some backup at the shuttle.
Oh, you're miles away. What? Wait, is he shooting? I didn't know he was capable. I remember him saving us like once at the start of the game, and I thought that's the best he was ever gonna do. This counter's back up. I'm just cooking these motherfuckers alive miles away from you, but I mean, it looks like I'm doing something vaguely helpful. It's all that counts, right? I'm thinking about you. You're in my thoughts and prayers. I'm gonna have to look up the cannibalistic Korean man's life story or whatever the fuck, because I'm kind of intrigued. Not for any particular reason. Don't start immediately running the fuck away, Horcrux. I'll gladly give you a head start, but this is stupid. You're in another country. Don't worry, I'll only cook myself.
Status.
Shuttle's a mess, Commander. That pulse knocked it right out of the air. We're not going anywhere.
Can the Normandy extract us?
Same thing would happen to her. And the landing won't be as pretty. I'd say Leviathan has some sort of defense system in place.
Are you a particularly strong swimmer, Stevie? Wanna go down there and give him a real scolding? Oh my god, Tali!
And we aren't getting out of here until we find it.
So how do we do that?
Well, you might be able to use a mech. Looks like it's rigged for diving.
You want me going down? You know how rusty that thing is?
Diving mech.
It's a Triton model, military grade, repurposed for deep sea exploration. As long as the seawater hasn't corroded it, you should be good to go.
Well, if that's what we have to do, let's get started.
Garrett's just letting Tali do everything.
Actually considering.
First, we'll need to restore power to get that cargo door open.
How?
I guess we are.
Maybe he's jealous. Maybe he's just waiting for it to finally die so he can make his move, climb down my
Use them
throat.
for emergency repairs. We can strip the cells from the shuttle and use those for juice. Hang on, I'll get you started. Got a cell for you, Commander. Find somewhere to plug that in.
Something's on my spine. Something's ready to suck out all my juices, and I don't know what it is. Activate. Well, that was easy.
Grab another cell.
This is gonna be a complete waste of a Hydra. You're not holding them off, though, are you, Garrus? They're fucking dead. He really was waiting to make his move. He waited for her to fall down before he even said anything about it. You rude bastard, Gary. I thought we really had something, but you're only in it for my powerful thighs, huh? Luckily, it doesn't seem difficult to do in the fucking slightest. This is kinda hilarious. Gotta go reap the Reaper Killer, or potentially kill him, depending on if he's willing to reap the Reaper and kill the Reapers once we've reaped the Reaper Killer. Oh god, they're coming for the man! Him, like, twitching after being thoroughly fucking slaughtered is apparently enough for him to rip my goddamn face off. Fuck you, it won't let me charge him either. Well, this one's actively charging me. Might be the worst idea I've ever had, but it somehow worked out. Until I started bleeding out profusely. Who's ripping me apart? This guy? You're nowhere near cool enough to rip me apart. Out of my face. If you're going to eviscerate me, if you're gonna rip my goddamn lungs out and use them as hot water bottles, and I require you to be at least as pretty as her. Nothing makes me feel this large. I've never felt as manly as when I'm just cheesing every system in the damn game and making the Reapers look like ultra bitches. We're in. It's insane that this shit works in the slightest. Also, why are you dragging these things back in storage? Are we gonna take them home? You not see what they were doing to you? The Triton ads. Does it even have a windshield? Whoa, it fires like nothing else. You know what? This feels less powerful than me and my stupid fleshy human body. This must have been my sexual awakening back in the day.
Looks like we're in the clear now, Commander. Good. I need to get in the water before they come back. Roger that. Walk the mech back to me when you're ready to dive.
You know how hard it is to move in the fucking slightest? Can I climb this? It actually does vault. That's cute. Big plonk. I look terrifying.
All right, Commander. Let's get you out of there and I'll do a systems check.
I'm an Eldritch
Listen,
Power Ranger.
I'm all for crazy ideas, but this one's off the charts.
We've come too far to stop now. The way home is through Leviathan.
Okay, seals check out. Oxygen pressure is nominal. Systems are a go. It's as ready as I can make it.
Or are you and Garrus just both trying to get me killed so you can slink off and take Tali for yourself? He's gay. Take each other for yourselves. Want to try and cram Tali in the backseat? And just hold her in the hands of the mech and hope she can breathe long enough? Yeah, I mean, she's got a suit. She'll be fine.
Let's go.
Shepard, just...
I love you.
I'll be fine.
I love Garrus a little more, but
Closing
I love
hatch.
you. Oh, I see now. That's where the screen came from. It was using it as an umbrella
Testing
before.
comlink.
I read you. Here goes. Commencing dive in 3, 2, 1.
Why has no one tried this before? We're gonna find an absolute graveyard of them. Yeah, this may have been the worst idea of my entire life. It also really intrigues me that the Alliance have even got these things. Does anyone even care about oceans
Looks good
anymore?
so far. Copy that.
Something's blocking your comm. Could it be several miles of planet juice, perhaps?
Cortez!
Oh, this is a loading screen. We're just going further and further and fucking further. We're condensating. We're spitting everywhere and it's causing thousands of problems. Hello? Nothing does cosmic horror like Mass Effect does. It's insane, honestly. Oh, so it was this diving suit that was used to bring back up the jellies that they tried to eat. Because that's the bioluminescent life. I thought they just had a fishing net, honestly. I thought someone took off their fucking stockings and just used those.
Not sure if you can read me up there.
Military
Looks like I
stockings.
finished the major descent.
It's Ash's one
Can't see
saving
much from
grace,
here.
honestly.
Suit is holding up. Emergency systems have come online. Life support operational.
It's a nice little safari, really. Having a great time.
Scanner indicates the probe is below my position.
Definitely not having an
Looking for a
anal
way down.
implosion as we speak, with the sheer amount of rock-solid clench. What am I doing? How do I get down there? Oh, we had to take a little warm-up? You had to get ready for it. Oh, the pressure! 3,000.
Shutting down all non-critical
100
systems to preserve
meters
remaining
down.
power. Not sure how much juice the emergency thruster will need to get me back to the surface. Can't worry about that now.
I love you guys. Especially you,
Getting some strange
Steve.
readings from the probe. Something is definitely down there.
Really like the way you melt your face on the engines every now and then, because the animations suck. That tickles me. That tickles me right pink, me love.
Reading the probe directly below me. Looks like the final drop.
It is? Good, because this is the clunkiest control system of all time. That's deep. That's a long fucking way, Shepard. Why? Just swim. Flail
Can't see
those
any
juicy,
plans yet.
juicy limbs. The fat ass is gonna float you all the way to the top, right? Just jiggle it in the way you used to. Back when you were rejected BG in the first game.
Found the probe. Seems intact.
Is that the
I'm
probe
gonna keep
we
moving.
sent down? That's beautiful. Aye, can we drag it with us, send it right back to Edie, or is that jammed too? I don't really know how strong the ship is or how thick of a daddy space probes are. Oh, see what I mean? Even Subnautica can't pull this off, and it's a game built around exactly this. Hello, you giant dung beetle! Look at us. You roll any good shit around recently? Hello, Leviathan.
You have come too far.
I have goose. I'm the lumpiest goose of all time.
I had to find you.
This is not your domain. You have breached the darkness.
You killed a Reaper. I need to know why.
Yeah, they're such good guys, man. Lay off.
One
Didn't
that
deserve
seeks
it.
our extermination.
Out of my brain. Stop licking the stem.
I thought you were a Reaper.
They are only echoes. We existed long before.
Then what are you?
Something more. Your mind belongs to me. Breathe.
Dan.
She's a very strong swimmer, apparently.
Your memories give voice to our words. Your nature will be revealed to us. Accept this.
Genetic freak. You could have mentioned you had a dorsal fin.
The galaxy's at war with the Reapers. You defeated one. Why aren't you fighting back?
Am I really gonna silver tongue my way out of this?
There is only the harvest.
Then help us stop it.
None have possessed the strength in past cycles. Your own species could be destroyed with a single thought.
A single
But
thought.
you are different. I have witnessed your actions in this cycle. The destruction of Sovereign, the fall of the Collectors. The Reapers perceive you as a threat. And I must understand why.
That's what he's doing down here. He's gathering bathwater. I've got damp lip syndrome.
For the cycles, our kind was the apex of life in the galaxy. The lesser species were in our thrall, serving our needs.
What needs could you possibly have? You've lived alone down here, doing nothing for millions of years.
Protect them from themselves.
Daily sponge baths,
Time, the species
peeled
built
grapes,
machines that then destroyed them.
biological Roombas.
Does not flow from a dead race. To solve this problem, we created an intelligence with a mandate to preserve life at any cost. As the intelligence evolved, it studied the development of civilizations. Its understanding grew until it found a solution. In that instant, it betrayed us.
And it won.
It chose our kind as the first harvest. From our essence, the first Reaper was created. You call it Harbinger.
Harbinger's the OG! Reapers with attitude, straight out of Dark Space. Are you serious?
You built that machine despite what you saw the other races experience. Why?
You cannot conceive of a galaxy that bends to your will. Every creature, every nation, every planet we discovered became our tools. We were above the concerns of lesser species. The intelligence was envisioned as simply another tool.
And now we all pay the price for your mistake.
There was no mistake. It still serves its purpose.
That implies the existence of nerdy Leviathans. I don't know how many glasses you would need for a creature that is mostly eyes and goo, but that's really adorable. Was he bullied? Did you stuff one in a massive, massive locker? Did you take his harvest money?
How did you remain hidden all this time?
Our extermination is not complete. Some survived and found refuge in the dark corners of the galaxy. I am their progeny. Over the cycles, the thrall races were controlled, removing traces of our existence as we directed them to. In this way, our survival was kept secret from the Reapers. Today, we reach out through the fragments and watch for discovery.
Fragments? You mean the artifacts we found?
They provide a window into the galaxy. Tools for exploring the events of this cycle from the safety of this world. Through them, we watch, we study, and remain in the shadows.
Oh, 3 kilometers underwater. Oh boy, he sure was trying. I don't know how deep the ocean is. That doesn't seem like very far. Unless I was riding the elevator down and he was riding it up at the exact same time. And it's one of those really cute moments in a rom-com where you like kiss over the escalators going the opposite way. Except this isn't a kiss. This is him jamming his tentacles into my nostrils and like spanking my brain to his will. The first harvest.
How did the intelligence defeat you?
To find a solution, it required information. Physical data drawn from organic life in the cosmos. It created an army of pawns that searched the galaxy, gathering this data. There was no warning. No reason given when they turned against us. Only slaughter. Only the harvest.
The next DLC is literally having a party.
Tell me about the Reapers.
Each harvest ends with the birth of a Reaper.
One?
Perfect in its design.
Then what's the point? I've killed 3.
Formed in Harbinger's image. Our image. Each Reaper has the power to influence organics. Over countless cycles, this ability was refined, perfected, and gave rise to indoctrination.
What was up with the human Reaper? Is that because maybe there are only certain cycles it respects? Certain creatures that give it pause, you know? Leviathan wants to know why it respects me. So it's inside my brain discovering if I am worthy of being his thrall or being his salvation.
But what's the point of all these harvests?
The intelligence has one purpose: preservation of life. That purpose is not being fulfilled. It directed the Reapers to create the mass relays to speed the time between cycles for greatest efficiency. The galaxy itself became an experiment.
Will it ever end?
Unknown. Until the intelligence finds what it's looking for, the harvest will continue.
Is it looking for something that can beat them? Do they consider themselves the apex, the pinnacle of all fucking existence if they can even bring down the creator that had enthralled everything? Prothean prequel, like 50 million times removed. Electric Boogaloo. I think they're seeking something that can break the cycle. I think the Reapers, what they're looking for is a challenge. Something that can beat them. Something that can beat the greatest force in the known goddamn universe. Only then they will believe that life will be preserved always. Because we beat them. We fucked them up. And if we are able to destroy the mightiest force ever known, then what the hell could bring down this cycle? Or maybe that's when they go into boss battle phase 2. Who the fuck knows? Because they haven't nuked us. Honestly, you probably just do more damage with the weapons that we have.
What do you know about the Crucible?
We have watched its construction before. It has never been completed. Those who have tried still fell victim to the harvest. Its outcome is unknown.
Okay, you made your point. Will you help stop the cycle?
I have searched your mind. You are an anomaly, yet that is not enough.
Wait!
The cycle will continue.
No. You've been watching. You know this cycle is different.
You can have 30 minutes with Tali, and maybe even Garrus.
You will remain here as a servant of our needs.
I'll give you my stamp collection, my fish!
The rest.
No, I won't give
If
you
you
my
release
fish.
me, no one has to be harvested.
Nothing will change.
It already has, Leviathan.
The Reapers know where you are.
You're welcome.
You can't just watch anymore. You have to fight. Even if you survive the battle today, the Reapers won't stop. Ever. Release me and we have a chance to end this, once and for all.
I'll be bad cop, you be good cop. We got this. Hello, precious boy. And all your precious sons. What a terrifying image!
Your confidence is singular.
I've earned it. Out there fighting, where you should be.
It is clear why the Reapers perceive you as a threat. Your victories are more than a product of chance. We will fight, but not for you or any lesser race. We were the first, the Apex race. We will survive.
Mass Effect 4, you fight the Super Reapers.
On this world will understand our power.
Because you befriended them, you idiots.
Our slaves.
Hey,
Today,
give me the Elusive Man
pay
slave.
their tribute in blood.
Let's hope you trademark that method, dude. I love Leviathan. This blew me away. This blew me as a whole. Not just where I'm at, my whole body was engulfed and spat back out thousands of times in a row. A lot of people hate it because they feel like the Reapers should remain an unknown of their origin. But the way it's done, the way it's shot, the way it's described... Oh, fuck me! And you're still fighting even though you're very, very certain I'm dead. Tali's taken up the assault rifle. Now's the time for a new hobby, I see. Where do you think the headache come from? Being mind-fucked so very aggressively, or like... Is that the hottest thing Shepard's ever seen? Please keep shooting, guys! What the fuck is this? I don't think they ever expected me to lose. They didn't know how to deal with me being on the floor. You decided to control only one? I'd quite like to see them bear hug. Gary came for me! Oh, well, there's the hug. The game's listening to me.
Shepard's back. Cortez, talk to me.
Leviathan's got influence over the code now.
I don't know what the commander did, but the pulse is offline.
If saving Leviathan gave you friendly Reaper troops at the end, like, I don't know if you guys have ever finished Dragon Age Origins, and I won't spoil the ending, but basically, every race, every kingdom you recruit will fight on your side, and you can deploy them however you want at the end. If Mass Effect 3 did a similar thing, and that's what they were going for, but EA rushed them and they couldn't. Watching the Reapers get reaped would please me in ways that I could never even describe. Oh, thank fuck there was some that I didn't blow up. I didn't burst the little boba pearls off. Ooh, the Leviathan boys are gonna feast today. I wonder if I'm now their god. That'd be nice. And they were just playing coy. They were playing hard to get.
Wake up! He's freezing.
Hello, I'm a bit chilly. Everyone bear, all pile on.
Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. Hell of a headache.
That's because your brain is bleeding, dude, but you're just fine.
Don't do that to me.
Aww. Kinda necessary. Did just save the world, Tolly.
I've got Ann Bryson on the comm.
Good. Put her through.
Commander.
You feeling better?
Yes, thank you. I'm doing fine. What happened?
We found it, Ann. We found Leviathan.
Was it worth it?
I don't know. But we proved it can't hide anymore. That it's a part of this war, just like us.
Sounds like an amazing story.
One for the history books.
Well, I look forward to hearing all about it.
I don't think we ever want to relive that
My
experience.
father would appreciate this.
Someone else can shadow write it. I'm done. Leviathan can write an
In the
autobiography.
meantime, Admiral Hackett has asked me to join his scientific team. We all have a part to play.
You're still
I
indoctrinating,
should
you
get
know?
to it.
Take care, Ann. And thanks for all your help. Shepherd up.
Those pearls could be literally anywhere. They have been everywhere. For the last few missions, it's almost like we're playing a DLC about it or something.
Commander, I
Who knows?
finished reading your report.
The Alliance wanted more intelligence on the Reapers. I'd say we got it.
No doubt.
Our people will be studying it for years to come. They're already calling it the Leviathan Codex.
What if the Leviathan was just
Rewrites
lying?
galactic history as we
What
know
if he's
it.
just cosplaying a
Whatever else
Reaper? It's just
it
a
means, it tells
guy
me the
down there.
Reapers had a beginning. And maybe now we'll provide them with an end.
Solarium with a lot of paper
That's
mache.
one way to look at it. I guess it's the only way. So go out there and make it happen. This is a big step in the right direction, Shepard. Good work.
Thank you, sir.
Salute you, Hackett.
Hackett out.
Those legendary luscious lips. Actually, they look a little dry today. Looks like you need some chapstick. Non-council races. Leviathan. Dominate on the... that sounds perfect for me. Kinky Shep. Oh, you know what? I wasn't a solarium with a lot of paper mache. That was Conrad's wife all along. She's just a little ugly, that's why I didn't want to talk about it. We're gonna go and look at Dominate, because it makes me quite erect, just thinking about the fucking prospect. We're just gonna see Leviathan's name on the fucking death box once we're finally through with this. We've got loyal Leviathan. Leviathan's our next love interest. Sorry, Tali, but I mean, you ain't got nearly enough limbs to satisfy every hole on Shepard's body. Those things? Well, honestly, one tentacle is gonna fill up everywhere. We don't really have any choice with that one. Massive nerve damage. Can I just hack the mind of anyone in the Norman? Can I make Sharquis a romance option? What about my hamster? Nothing. Could I marry my hamster? No. No. Possibly not? Correct. Can we go hang out with anyone? I mean, I brought Big Gary, King of the Garys, Gary the Vicar, Garrus the Carrier.
Shepard, I looked over your mission report. Gotta say, it feels like we've been after these Reapers forever. From Sovereign to Leviathan, they've been a pain in the ass the whole time. But at least we're starting to see the big picture. Never really thought we'd get any answers. Doesn't change much. But it does make this war feel a whole lot bigger.
Millions of fucking years
Another
big,
time.
dude. You mean another time? It was the biggest revelation of anything ever, and it's just like, nah.
I can only imagine talking to something so huge, so alien.
Do you need to
I
imagine?
hope it helps against the Reapers.
You did romance me once, Liara. You know that, right?
Thanks for coming by.
I've been thinking about what we learned, Shepard. The thing is, I don't really care what the Reapers are or where they're from. They're monsters that need to be put down. That's all I need to know.
And that's why you're the most boring lady in the entire world.
I have studied your human religions, Commander. Your devil and his fall. Leviathan and its kind deserve the same fate. They once unleashed a plague that has haunted all of our history to this day. I say their own hell is the abyss you found them in. One I hope they never escape from.
Yeah, but if they could, like, go down swinging a little, that's not a bad thing, right?
How do you see with only 2 eyes? Evolution has taken a strange turn in this cycle.
Even one of your eyes is basically 2. You got the double pupil.
Insists I call myself Prothi the Prothean. I insisted he allow me to throw him out the airlock.
I like how that's what he decides to talk to me about after I just bring down, or befriend, or go down on Leviathan. Go down about 4,000 meters. Deep sea fellatio, my favorite extreme sport. Tully!
Do you ever feel awkward being the only Turian on the ship?
Oh.
I don't know. Should I?
I just mean not having anyone else like you around.
We had Victus for a while.
Doesn't seem to bother Liara.
But she can eat their food.
Oh yeah, we're not feeding you idiots properly, are we?
I thought I'd lost you down there. Don't do that again. Not even to forge an alliance with a damned Reaper killer. You're worth more than that.
Aww.
Good to see you.
Can't say I was happy sending you down in that submersible by yourself. Don't know why I ever worry about you. Take on ancient aliens from the deep? Sure, no problem.
With the Leviathan on our side, maybe we pull this thing off after all.
Maybe, James.
At least Anne's still around to see her dad's work finally pay off.
You just enjoyed massaging her while she went all psychotic on you. Hunting down that depression puss. Hunting down that actually possessed puss. Let's go hang out with Joker. Make sure the Prothean never happens again. What are you gonna be? Jokey the Joker? Cripply the cripple? Like, come on. You gotta take
Joker,
it if you can give
you
it.
asked for news about the human colony, Tiptree.
Oh no!
Hey, Liara, you don't need to worry about that right now.
Now's as good a time as any. I'm getting reports of refugee ships from Tiptree landing on Solarian colonies. I don't have names. I'm sorry. It was mostly children.
And he's still a child, and he's like 83 years
Hillary,
old.
My sister, Gunny's a nickname. She's had it since, she's only 15, so if it's children, then maybe I only lost my dad. Kind of an asshole thing to hope for.
Jeff, right now, take any kind of hope you can get.
Speaking of which, it's party time! No, it isn't. We gotta do Horizon first.
So the Reapers did not fully exterminate their creators. That suggests they are fallible, even on large or long-term scales.
Alright, well let's give them a good fouling then. Okay, we're on the urinal planet. Fantastic, in its last stages of habitability. While its soil still supports agriculture, only if you piss on it with the force of 1,000 fucking sun. I don't think suns pee. The force of 1,000 of your suns after like 80 Mountain Dews. A large Solarian is trying to restore biodiversity to the planet. But he's huge. He's the only diversity you'll ever need. He stretches across all the continents. He's like the giant gingerbread man from Shrek 2. By the way, when the giant gingerbread man dies in Shrek 2, spoiler, that was the saddest moment of my young life. Oh, it's this one! I wouldn't say this is an hourglass. This is just an eye with the droopiest eye bags of all time. Just an incredibly saggy man on both sides. He's got that forehead sag. Thanks for the freighters, I guess. Welcome to the war. Sure you're really glad I rescued you. You were safe down there. I dragged the Reapers to this system, and I drag them directly to you with like, come here, I can save you as long as you kill everything for me and subject your family to the greatest torture of all time. Oh, it's when rum. It's a good question. When? I've been waiting for a very long time. The service in this place is fucking awful. It's my own house. It's my fault. I'm just lazy. I don't want to get up and get rum. Named Deceptive by the Solarians. And as their probes landed on the planet, their instruments started going awry. I'm thinking about a really bad Solarian mariachi band. I'm also wondering how maracas can go awry, but rival Solarian mariachi band. Maybe this one's Krogan. Sabotaged it. Actually, no, only Solarians are smart enough to know how to sabotage a maraca, to be fair. You can make your own hashtag in 2 steps. Take hell than add Vorcha. Beautiful. It's the Vorcha homeworld. Okay, it looks kind of pretty from outside. Planet is highly volcanically active, except all the volcanoes got the flu and only shit out this horrific green liquid? That's not magma. I bet they're like biologically immortal like a fucking lobster. I bet they could actually live for as long as they fucking want, but they just keep biting out each other's jugulars, the silly boys. There's gonna be like a really wise old Vorcha somewhere that we come across in Mass Effect 4. And if he's old, maybe he's stopped being quite so spiky. Maybe he hasn't got teeth on every sphincter like the ones that exist now do. Reaper invasion of Heshtok encountered... They actually bothered with the Vulture? I was kind of hoping they'd ignore them and just want the Vulture to become the dominant species of the galaxy in the next cycle. The harvesting process is slow. Don't really want to see a cyborg Vulture either. You think they're gonna add more teeth, or do you think the teeth are a liability? Vulture labor team, huh? They are all currently shitting out babies. Apparently that's a profession out there. I guess they haven't quite invented condoms, but invented prostitutes thousands of years before. They are just like us. They're from the Shrike Abyssal. That is the coolest name of any place in the entire galaxy, except maybe the Far Rim, because it makes me think about arseholes in the distance. And that's kind of just a really beautiful image for all of us, I'm sure. I'm sure no one disagrees. That's Valhalla! Thoroughly explored, because that's where I belong. Please kill me in battle. I miss my ancestors. Ilium! An entree pot. A pot of entrees. For the Reapers? Maybe. But why that? What's the pot here? What's the cauldron you're boiling all Asari kind in? Because I didn't know the Reapers were a fan of calamari, and even so, just get an octopus. The Asari only really have it on their heads. That's gonna be very little for the price you pay. Must be some kind of gourmet shit I don't understand. I'll just stick to the calamari analingus with Arya. Liquid assets! No more powerful an Asari weapon than when they melt their titties and use it in a super soaker. The most highly poisonous substance in the world. Or maybe it just meant money. That is also an option, I guess, but that's much more boring. We're going to land on a quadrant of a butt cheek. And now I'm gonna come and bring down all the pain in the world to people who just want to survive another 5 seconds.
So what do we know, Shepard?
Edie?
The sanctuary facility was devoted to aiding refugees from Reaper-controlled systems. The facility went offline recently, and no communications have come or gone since. It is unclear why Kai Lang or Cerberus would be interested in Sanctuary.
If there's a clue to Cerberus here, we find it.
Sir, I'm picking up a signal from the facility. It's weak. I'll try to boost it.
He sounds older and older the longer he goes through the game.
It's not what it seems. Please, you must listen to me. They're using...
Oriana? That's Miranda's sister.
If she's here, Miranda can't be far away.
That's our link to Cerberus.
Approaching the LZ.
The one remaining Australian family in the
Seems some
galaxy
damage,
has to be
but
them.
no activity.
Someone else could have gotten it wrong. Someone else could have spoken like a normal fucking human. Australian people are just drunk British people.
Cerberus does not get the jump on us this time.
The accent is literally just tipsy.
Pretty big mess, Shepard. Lots of combat.
Yeah, but who was fighting?
Something's jamming our signals.
Explains no comms leaving the facility.
We didn't hear shit.
We got trouble.
Oh, at least that's a Cerberus taxi. I thought that was gonna be a bad thing. Maybe Steve's shooting them all out of the damn sky?
I saw it.
Whoa! Oh, we finally get to fight both at once! Can I have a Phantom on my fucking side, please? Yes, I can. Yes, I can! What? Concussion shots with a laser don't make any kind of fucking sense. It's not a solid boy. You might as well throw an egg at them for all the fucking damage it's gonna do. It's more of a humiliation strat, psychological warfare at this point, and they deserve it. You can see it sticking right out of him. Your invis doesn't exactly mean anything when I'm a genius like that.
Looks like the Reapers were chasing them out.
About time they started killing each other.
What's the elusive man gonna do, though? And why does he want Oriana that bad when he's trying to subjugate the Reapers? Surely, her and her extra sexy, gene-fucked body doesn't really matter. I don't think we're gonna blow the Reapers into submission. Leviathan makes Shepard nosebleed, but that's just because he's a fucking freak.